Hello everyone, welcome back to the Book Corner. I hope you guys will enjoy it here. So in today's video I'm going to do a replacement vlog, and I am going to be talking about the Untitled book that is officially, I would say, halfway done. I will say it's been a blast to write this character of Barbara, and I am having so much fun doing it. Just writing a basic detective that kind of has a little bit of an edge over law enforcement. So the title of the book has not yet been decided. I'm not concerned about the title of the book yet. But I kind of wanted to talk about why I write mystery books in the first place. What is it about mystery books that I devour? Most of the books that you see when I do a show off, like whatever I'm reading next, are always mystery books. And it's because I love a good mystery, and I love seeing the situations that the characters go through to try to find out the truth about why somebody was killed. So, one of the things that we learn very early on in the book is that she used to be an author. And she has been an author for about 20 years. And she has decided that she is no longer wanting to write books anymore. And this is because she is, she's a widow, and she's got a daughter who we will meet in the second book. I do promise that. And we kind of meet her when she is just opening the shop, and it used to be a clothing store, and we kind of see her at the beginning where she used to write mysteries. She also used to write horror, which is something else that I do plan on to write myself, is to write horror, because I love a good horror book. But that's going to be a while down the road. So you have this character who is, as I said, just opening her shop, and she is one of about 7. So it's her shop, it's Enchanted Reads, and it is, of course, these different shops that during the course of the book she is going to be meeting. And you have one that just specializes in horror books, and you have one who specializes in mystery and crime novels. You have one that does fantasy. But as we move along the book, we find that Barbara has to use the skills that she learned when she was writing mystery books to try to figure out who killed the victim and all that. And I am not going to say that writing this book has been easy. It has not been easy, though I do find that when I do the 6 pages a day, that I don't forget what I wrote about the previous day. It's very different than Toil and Trouble, that I left it alone for about 2 months, and I'm done with the book as far as the rough draft is concerned, and I literally am like, I don't know if the book is any good because of that long period of time that I wasn't doing it. But for this one particularly, I feel like that we're going to be able to witness a mystery being solved by a former mystery writer. And it kind of mimics my own journey of writing mysteries. I absolutely just love the genre so much, which is like probably why I'm writing two of them. Um, and it kind of helps me to kind of have this detective that is different, that, you know, she understands about, you know, laboratories. One of the books that I will be writing, I guarantee you there's going to be a scene where she contacts a friend of hers that works in the lab, and he tells her, you know, hey, like, don't let people know I told you this, but this is what the results showed. And some people might criticize that. And I know the first book, people are going to criticize, like, oh, no, that's not how it goes and everything. And I really try to make the scenes really feel believable. And I said, yeah, that's what would happen. But there's more to just murder here, and you're going to see what more is in the book. And then what's interesting is, you know, I think I mentioned this in one of my vlogs, or one of my you know, the whole trail of, like, the whole journey of me making this book come to life, is I mentioned about the switching over between Barbara and Detective Hawk. And Detective Hawk more than earns his name. He more than earns his name. Because when I was putting these characters together, I kind of wanted their names to kind of reflect who they are as people. And some of them I probably didn't do that well of a job, but Detective Hawk happens to be a character that I definitely got right. And, you know, he's very adamant about, you know, who he knows did it and why they did it and everything like that. And other people literally have to pull him back and say, no. One thing you don't want to do is make yourself look like a total idiot. And there's kind of this competition between the detective and Barbara to try to figure out, like, who did this. And as I said, there's a lot more to this story than just murder. This has anger. This has jealousy. This has everything. At least I think so. But you know, it's one of those things where you really have to. I really had to sit down and I had to really think about what I was writing, and try to see how I make those pieces fit in my own jigsaw puzzle. And it amazed me, you know, I get on the computer and I will say, okay, I'm going to type up 6 pages, and sometimes I end up, you know, writing up to 9 pages because I'm just so caught up in this world that Barbara is a part of. And you know, she's trying to keep from going to jail for something she didn't do. She has friends. She has, like, you know, Sally and Sam and Daniel. And Sam and Daniel are, for right now, are the only gay couple that I have in my book. But as time progresses on, I will have other, you know, other unique and wonderful characters that come into the story. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing, and one of the things that I probably will repeat at least twice is I don't really think that I'm going to be able to have my titles tied in with books. I just don't see that as being something that I will be able to do. And I think probably, like, by the time I get to the end of this book writing, the second book, I probably will have a good general idea if my titles, how many of my titles are going to be connected with books and how many of them are not. But yeah. So, I'm going to end it here. and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will be talking monthly about these different characters and about like what motivates them to do what they do. I won't be revealing anything that will ruin the book. But I will tell you one thing, I am not going to have a book trailer because I don't have the finances to make one. So I'll see you guys around. Bye.